الله مولانا العلي العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا سيدي يا شفيع المذنبين. Dear brothers and listeners, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Just a recap from yesterday's lesson, inshallah. We understood that the Quran should not be treated like any other book, because it is not. It has its own topic that needs to be taken into account. It has objective that needs to be taken into account. Even you understand the Quran, first of all, it is unfortunate, I must say, that how many people, first of all, we can read the Quran properly, first of all. Less, very few. And the people who can read the Quran properly, amongst them, how many are those who can understand? Very few, of course. And then the people who can even understand. And I'm not the outsider, I'm insider. When you say insider, it means I have completed the classical sciences, which are required for the scholarship. How many people who even can understand the Quran, they know the objective for what it was revealed? It was a dialogue. It is real. So it is important to understand, first of all, that Quran should not be treated, and we are not actually allowed to drag the Quran to prove something what we think is right. We have to follow the Quran rather than take the Quran where we wish to take it. It is not. It is not justice with the Quran. The nature of knowledge which is provided through the Quran, it needs to be taken into account. Which sort of guidance Quran provides? I am recapping what we discussed yesterday. It is important to take into account which sort of guidance Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to provide through the Quran. This is not the book of medicine. This is not a book of philosophy. It has its own nature that needs to be taken into account if we like to get guidance from the Quran. So we understood that Quran tells us why it was revealed. It was revealed as a guidance for what? To achieve the mission of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It was guidance for him to achieve the mission of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, for what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raised him, made him prophet, gave him a mission. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the Quran, which was guidance for him to attain the mission for what he was raised. And then I told you that the desire to be guided from the Quran is the condition to attain the guidance from the Quran. Quran is easy. Definitely it is easy. You should not be afraid of that. We had sessions before the month of Ramadan, and I told my students that if you know the meaning of the prayer, then more than 50% words of the Quran are covered in the prayer, if you know how to use them. But the desire to be guided from the Quran is the condition to attain the guidance of the Quran. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught Surah Al-Fatiha, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described the desire, Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim. And we are going to, Surah Al-Fatiha is the prologue or the preface of the Quran. We are going to, inshallah, review Surah Al-Fatiha, how Surah Al-Fatiha help us to improve ourselves. So, desire to be guided through the Quran is the condition to attain the guidance from the Quran. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَوَجَدَكَ ضَالًّا فَهَدَى. O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we found you in a deep desire, in search, and we then provided you with the guidance. So the Quran is the response to the dua of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this dua, the Muslims of the past and present and future, they are sharing this dua with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why? Because our mission is the same. That was the mission of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This was the last lecture, last session. And the mission was to dominate the religion of truth. What is religion of truth? Inshallah, we will discuss it later. So Surah Al-Fatiha, it is really, we should understand the meaning of at least Surah Al-Fatiha. We should endeavor to understand the meaning of Surah Al-Fatiha. It is very important. If we don't know, this should be our task in this month of Ramadan, that at least we are going to learn the meaning of Surah Al-Fatiha. If there is any help required, I am more than happy to help in this respect. So Surah Al-Fatiha is preface or prologue or preliminary of the Quran. It is very important that how Surah Al-Fatiha actually improve our imanic state, how it improve our iman. It is very important to understand. My dear brothers, Surah Al-Fatiha, if you review the Surah Al-Fatiha, it has three parts. The first part is which from Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim till Maliki Yawmiddin. In this part, we do what? We affirm our iman in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and in the qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it is important, it change our thought, it change our emotions. This is the first part. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most kind, the most gracious. So we believe in Allah. We believe in His qualities. We are standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. All praise are for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the Rabb. Rabb means sustainer of all worlds. So we believe, we affirm that the real praise are for whom? For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And He is kind. He can forgive all of our sins when we are standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He can free us from unbearable guilt and burden of sins. He is the most kind of Rahman al-Rahim. He is Rabb. What is Rabb? One is the creator. He is Khaliq. And Rabb that provide you appropriate environment and resources for your perfection. This is Rabb. This is his quality. So we are not here to just deliver to taqreer. Really, we believe in Allah like that. We have to. This is prayer. We have to believe in his qualities. Right? Our heart must be enlightened through these qualities. He is the Rabb. He is the one who has provided me and you the environment and the resources for our perfection. We need to bend down in front of him. And he is kind. He is the most merciful. He is happy to help us. This is what we are reading in the prayer. This is what we are reading in the prayer. This is what we are affirming. Are we really believing Allah and his qualities? If we do, then we are really freed from a lot of fears and troubles as well. So this is what we do in Surah Al-Fatiha. We testify our belief. We need to review ourselves. Really, we have this belief. He is one, and he is the one who has provided us with the resources, the skills, the resources for our perfection. Whatever we get, anything, really we think about Allah that it is actually from Allah. He is Musabbibul Asma. Why I and you are sitting here? It is the kindness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that who has provided us this opportunity. Do we look back and are we thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So it is not just for the speech. You understand what I'm trying to say? This is what we affirm in the prayers, first of all. We praise Allah. He is the praiseworthy. He is the one who should be praised because he deserves these, he has these qualities that are deserving to be praised. This is the first part. Do we really believe in that? In qualities of Allah. So, Allah की ज़ात और सिफात का इस बात करते हैं सबसे पहले सूरत अल-फातिहा अल्लाह की ज़ात पर ईमान ताज़ा करते हैं हम जब नमाज में आते हैं उसकी सिफतें जो हैं क्वालिटीज जो हैं उन पर ईमान ताज़ा कराया जाता है वो अरहमुर राहिमीन है वो देख रहा है तमाम तारीफों का वही मालिक है हम तो ऐबों से भरे हुए लोग जिस्मानी ऐब भी है रूहानी है वो रब है जो कि मालिक है जो कि खालिक है जो कुछ उसने तुम्हें दे रखा है वो उसी की वजह से जिसने झुकने की इस्तिताअत दी है वो उसी की वजह से उसी का करम है ये ताज़ा करना ये नमाज. The second part is what? إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. We declare that Allah, we only worship you. We worship you. What is worship? Slave, being slave, surrendering in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Ya Allah, we seek help from you. You can only help us. Really? Do we believe? Or are these qualities just for speech? Or to tell you? Do really we worship Him? Really, we surrender in front of Him. I told you, I think, in another lecture, I said we read prayer. But we establish prayer when we go out of the prayer. भाई हम नमाज पढ़ते हैं लेकिन नमाज को कायम नमाज के बाद किया जाए. Really, we don't surrender in front of anyone or anything or any desires. Do we really consider Allah and His player actually. But this is what we are testifying in the prayer. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. And Quran says what? إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ تَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنكَرِ. Surely the prayers prevent you from indecency and evil. Why? Because we are telling إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. We are testifying. Are we really testifying? Are we really establishing the prayer? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not say اقرأوا الصلاة. He says أقيموا الصلاة. Establish the prayer. So this is what we do in the prayers. We praise Allah, we affirm our belief in His being, in His Zat and His qualities. And then we affirm that, Ya Allah, only, we worship only you. And Ya Allah, we seek help from you. So after having praised, after having acknowledged that the real help only is coming from Allah and we worship only you, Ya Allah, then we make dua. What is dua? What me and you in every unit of the prayers we submit in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ya Allah, zyada makan de de iski dua. Oh Allah, give me son, daughter, job. No. The importance, the core of the prayers for a believer is what? Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. Oh Allah, guide us to the right path. The rest of the prayers, I am not stopping you that we should not supplicate in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I am not stopping you. Because dua is the essence of ibadah. My and your beloved Prophet, my and your beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Dua is ibadah." The essence of the ibadah is what? Dua, supplication. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for your minor and for your major needs. I'm not stopping you. But what is the most important dua in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What all of the Muslims of past, present, and future, including Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, is sharing is what? Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. Allah, guide us to the right path. Guide us to the right path. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught this prayer to His beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. In the personality, in the Zat of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the best. He is the role model for us. And what is that Siratul Mustaqim? That Siratul Mustaqim. What is that Hidayah? What is that guidance? That guidance is to achieve the mission of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the Surah Fatiha actually telling us how to beg in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. First praise Allah. And then express His qualities. Ya Allah, you are Arham, you are Rahim, you are kind. Where can we go if you don't have mercy upon us? Ya Allah, you are the most gracious, the most kind. Ya Allah, we only worship you. We can't go anywhere else. Ya Allah, do not reject us. Do not reject our prayers and supplications. And the most important dua for a believer is must to seek guidance of the right path. And this guidance for what? According to the Quran, to achieve the mission of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. बात समझ आ गई? सूरह फातिहा की जुज़ समझ आ गई। अल्लाह की ज़ात का इकरार करते हैं, उसकी सिफात का इकरार करते हैं। पहला है जुज़ मालिक यौमिद्दीन है। हम मालिक यौमिद्दीन, मालिक यौमिद्दीन means the Lord, the master of the day of judgment. Day of judgment, what will happen on the day of judgment? On the day of judgment, the results of mine and your action will be rewarded. क़यामत को क्या होगा? अमल का क्या मिलेगा? नतीजा मिलेगा। So our action, our all efforts, the results of our actions and our efforts are in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. और ये ईमान देखिए आप, किस तरह की ईमान की तरकीब की जा रही सूरह फातिहा में। Which sort of iman is being improved? You do your action, but you trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the Lord, He is the master of the day of judgment. What will happen on the day of judgment? The reward will be given. You are earning, whatever you are doing, the result of your earning, my earning, will be given on the day of judgment. This is iman in his quality, that we do whatever we do, but the results are in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The person who has disbelief, can he be despaired? He knows the real success is coming from where? From Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ये अल्लाह की ज़ात और उसकी सिफात का इकरार ये करते हैं। फिर इकरार करते हैं सिर्फ तेरी इबादत है, सिर्फ तुझी से मदद। और ये आगे मदद जो है, to attain the mission of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it cannot be achieved without the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To dominate the religion of truth, it cannot be done without the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. दीन हक को गालिब करना अल्लाह की मदद के बगैर तो हो नहीं सकता है। तो उस मकसद के लिए उसकी सिराते मुस्तकीम जो है वो कुरान। How to achieve the mission of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? The guidance is given through Muhammad Rasulullah to all human beings in the form of the Quran. If I understand all of the meaning of the Quran, if I don't want to achieve from the Quran for what it was revealed, then we will not be able to attain real guidance in a real sense. तो उसके जवाब में ये बंदा अच्छा। Now the response of the guidance, different form. If we understand the Quran and we are being guided, there will be some people who are being guided, they reach their destination, right? And they are steadfast, they review all the time, and they are steadfast, and they are not going astray. These are one people. One group can be steadfast, mashallah, firm on the guidance. अब एक ग्रुप तो वो होगा ना कि जो हदायत पा गया, हदायत मिल गई और उस हदायत पर कायम भी रहे। They achieved the guidance and remain on the guidance. This is one group. The second group can be who achieve the guidance, but because of lack of self-evaluation, they went astray. Possibility is there. You are guided, But after achieving the guidance, there's a possibility that somebody went astray. एक तो वो है हदायत पाए, हदायत पर कायम रहे, दूसरे वो हैं हदायत पाए और फिर गुमराह भी हो गए हैं। युदिल्लु बिही कसीरन व यहदी बिही कसीरा। The words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave guidance to many, and many they are deviated, they went astray. ये दूसरा group है. The second one, achieve the guidance, follow the guidance, stand fast, because you review all the time, you protect that. मंजिल को पहुंचे, मंजिल मुराद पे पहुंचे और फिर उनके कदम डगमगाए नहीं। ये ग्रुप है, नबियों का ग्रुप है, सिद्दीकीन का ग्रुप है। But there is a possibility that somebody achieved the destination and then deviated because he could not protect. And there may be some people on the way, they went astray. Munafiqeen ki misal. So that is why every single person, because there is a possibility of deviation, to avoid this possibility, all Muslims, including Muhammad Rasulullah, Muhammad Rasulullah is the role model. Masoom anil khata. But he provided us the uswa. Everyone is reading, whether you are here, there, you are Siddiq, Sahaba, lower level, high level, every single person is reading this dua, ihdinas siratal mustaqim. And the people who have achieved their destination, they are even extra vigilant. Extra vigilant. This is not taqwa. Taqwa is what? You are extra vigilant. You don't want to lose what you achieve. This is not taqwa in a nutshell. You are extra vigilant. Extra vigilant. Extra careful. I am just recalling one of the story. A person went by a saint, a Muslim saint, Sufi, and he was holding dog, big tail. He said to that Sufi, "Oh, Sufi said, is my dog's tail is beautiful, good, or your beard?" He wanted to upset him basically. Sufi Sahib looked at him and said, "Brother, if Allah is happy with me and I am guided, then of course my beard is better than your dog's tail. Otherwise, your dog's tail is better than that." You are extra vigilant, you understand? That's why every single person is in the Siratal Ladina Ghayril Maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Allah guide us to the right path upon whom you blessed your favor upon those people. Keep us on that. Allah, Ya Allah, save us from those who went astray. This is Surah Al-Fatiha. We need to understand it. And we need to improve ourselves through Surah Al-Fatiha. ठीक है? तो सूरत अल-फातिहा 3 चीजें हैं इसमें। अल्लाह की सिफतों का, अल्लाह की निज़ाम का क्या करते हैं? इकरार करते हैं। उस पर फिर कायम भी रहना है। गलती हो जाए तो माफी मांगनी है, वो माफ कर देता है। गिल्ट लेके नहीं करता। भाई समझ रहे हो? गिल्ट लेकर ठीक। हम कोर्स करवाते हैं, कोर्सेज करवाते हैं रिहेबिलिटेशन के, गिल्ट एंड एंगर मैनेजमेंट। गिल्ट जो है ये भी आदमी को आगे बढ़ने नहीं देता, और खबर राहिमीन है, वो माफ करेगा। ठीक है, उसकी सिफात। और दूसरा मालिक यौमिद्दीन वही है, जो काम करते हैं ना उसका नतीजा उसी की तरफ से। उसी की वजह से, ठीक है। और इबादत उसी की, नमाज ये वो इबादत का वादा करके जाते हैं, या अल्लाह तेरी डायरेक्ट इजाका, only you na'budu, we worship directly, we are affirming, तो इसको याद रखो, रिमाइंडर है, सलाम is a reminder for us. And then ihdina siratal mustaqim, guide us on the right path. Right path is that goes to mission of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What is the mission of Rasulullah? दीन को कायम रखना, दीन को गालिब करना, to dominate the religion of truth, religion of truth. हम पढ़ेंगे ये दिबाचा है, और उसको वो किस तरह गालिब होगा, किसके जरिए होगा? What is guidance? कुरान, कुरान, कुरान के जरिए वो दीन गालिब. The response to that dua of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is what? Al-Quran. The jawab of this dua, ihdina siratal mustaqim, is what? Al-Quran al-Hakim. तो वो हम पढ़े भी ना, वो हम समझे भी ना, और अगर समझे भी तो वो किसी तकरीर करने के लिए समझे. We prepare the Quran in order to convince you or convince Allah Ta'ala. Give us first of all the ability and tawfiq to me, and then all of us to value the Quran. If our mission is not what is the mission of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, no iman. Different. We are dependent on Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this prayer, wasta'inu bis-sabri was-salah. The prayer is not, this is a means. Sabr and prayer is a means to achieve the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. With namaz, Allah ki रज़ा का नतीजा का जरिया है. अब मैं दिखलावे के लिए नमाज पढ़ूं तो so in every prayer we are seeking, we are saying, Ya Allah, guide us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala already replied, Hudan lil muttaqin. This book is the guidance, the Quran is guidance for those who are believing in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Taqwa is believing in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Taqwa is Musaddiq Rasul is muttaqi. Walladhi jaa bis-sidqi wa saddaqa bihi ulaika humul muttaqun. Musaddiq Rasul, the one who testified in Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he is muttaqi. If Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not there, you are not, telling a lie, you are very honest, you are not muttaqi. भाई मुत्तकी कौन होता है? परहेजगार नहीं होता. मुत्तकी वो होता है जो सबसे पहले रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम पर ईमान रखता है. तो मिशन वही है, मिशन वही है. तो अब टेक्निक कहीं और से तो नहीं आएगी. जो टेक्निक, if the mission is the same, then the same guidance should be adopted, which is the Quran. So for this tendency, for this purpose, we need to study. Are we studying? No. So that's why it is important. That's why it is important to understand Surah Al-Fatiha, how important it is. And for what the Quran was revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah Rabbul Izzat में अमल की, Allah Ta'ala में कुरान यकीन के साथ अपना मिशनरी का मिशन के हवाले से कायम करने की तौफीक अता फरमाए. आप दोस्त, जिंदगी से पहले वक्त है, इसको समझें, कोशिश करें. मलिक साहब मुझे कह रहे थे दोस्तों कुरान यकीन को समझने की कोशिश करें. आए आप, अरे हमने क्लास शुरू की है, आए आप. हम तो आपसे वक्त नहीं मांगते और आपसे यही तवक्को है कि आप आगे वक्त दें, आगे आप बढ़ाएं। इसका हर बंदे को मुबल्लिग होना चाहिए, ये दावत है। अल्लाह रब्बुल इज्जत हमें आमीन। सुभान अल्लाह व बिहम्दिही अशहदु अन ला इलाहा इल्ला अंता अस्तगफिरुका व अतूबु इलैक। अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला सय्यिदिना मुहम्मद व अला रब्बना आतिना फिद दुनिया हसनतन व फिल आखिरति हसनतन व क़िना अज़ाबन रब्बि इग़फिर वरहम व अंता खैरुर राहिमीन। इहदिनस सिरातल मुस्तक़ीम सिरातल लज़ीना अनअमता अलैहिम गैरिल मग़दूबि अलैहिम वलद्दाल्लीन। आमीन। सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि